All right, so this is going to be a timeless pick your card reading. You guys are going to have 3 piles to choose from. Hey everyone. This is what cryptid or alien or ghost is in your energy. It could be one of these things, 2 of these things, 3 of these things. Let's find out. Now, I am using these 2 decks. I also have a paranormal deck, but ironically enough, it's vanished like a ghost. My paranormal deck has vanished like a ghost, and I don't know where it is, so I can't use that one. So I will use a tarot deck in replace of my paranormal deck, and hopefully my paranormal deck will show up at some point eventually. It's got to be around here somewhere. But I do have my UFO aliens and the cryptid creatures. And then I'm going to be using this indie deck as well. All right, so I'll be using all 3 of these decks for each pile. So this is going to be a fun, spooky reading since we're in spooky season. So let's see what's going on. About to show you guys the piles. Pile number 1, you guys are, I'm so sorry, I need to repaint my nails. Pile number 1 is going to be the alligator foot claw. I actually just got this. I haven't even opened it yet, as you can see. I don't know where my scissors are. Hang on, let me... I had a couple of things go missing here lately. Maybe you guys have had things go missing as well. All right, I got it out. Oh, so I actually picked this one out when I was down in Florida a couple of weeks ago. I picked this out because look, it kind of looks like he's like pointing. E.T. It looks like it's pointing, and that really I use gator claws for money magic and good luck magic. People can use things for different reasons, but that's why I use them for money and for good luck when it comes to the claws. So yeah. So pile number 1, this is going to be yours. A little finger. It kind of gives like a little witchy, like point your finger and you can like manifest kind of energy. I don't know. That's why I picked it, because it looks like he's like pointing, casting a spell or something. It's like, yes, cast that money spell, cast that good luck spell. So pile number 1, this is going to be yours. All right. Or someone here, maybe pile number 1, maybe someone that has like long fingernails, or someone here could be like a nail technician or something for pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, you guys are going to be the gator head. So the gator head for pile number 2. Did I say pile number 1? I'm so sorry. Pile number 2, you guys are going to be the gator head for pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 3, you guys are going to be the gator claw, but in keychain form. So the keychain gator claw for pile number 3. So this is pile number 3 for the gator claw keychain, pile number 3. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. Should be fun. All right, pile number 1, if you guys chose the little gator claw. All right, pile number 1. All right, we're going to do what cryptid, alien, or ghost is in your energy pile number 1. So let me get all the cards out. Someone is screaming reported over and over. Reported for what? For this? Are you going to report the stores that sold it to me too down in Florida? Like, what are you reporting me for? That's wild. People are crazy. All right, guys. So pile number 1, for those that chose, again, pile number 1. Let me shuffle all the cards first. So just give me a minute. Just give me a moment. Pile number 1's energy. Pile number 1's energy. Okay. Pile number 1's energy, please. Right off the bat, I heard Naga. I think it's pronounced Naga or Naja. It's like I think it's Hindu. Now, I'm not seeing that in the cards. It doesn't actually say that in the cards, but that's what I'm intuitively picking up. It's like a half serpent, half human. I think it's in Hindu, Buddhist mythology or something like that. Okay, so for someone, there's a Naga in your energy. Or I think it's in some Asian traditions. As well as Indian. But I am picking that up for someone as well. Or there's some kind of like snake-like cryptid in your energy. You guys could live near a mountain, or maybe you traveled through a mountain. Also picking up on Japan. A cave with water in it for someone else. This could be a, oh my God, that's so fucking creepy. Oh my God, that's so weird. Okay, this card says, this card talks about a snake that can jump up to 3 feet in distance. And this actually is giving me chills because this is so weirdly detailed. Okay, so the other day I asked my husband, I was just like being funny because we said something, it made me think of it. And then I was like, oh my God. I said, babe, wouldn't it be crazy if snakes could like hop like frogs? Like what if snakes could hop like frogs or just hop, you know, or had like little legs that they just hopped on? I was like, wouldn't that be wild and crazy? And like, we were just laughing about it. And then this fucking card literally talks about a snake-like cryptid that's able to jump up to 3 feet in distance. It's called the Child of Hammer. It's a venomous snake-like cryptid, this particular card. But for others of you, it could just be, it could be a snake-like cryptid. It could be something to do with Naga, which Naga is like a half person, half snake. Or it could be some kind of like jumping reptile type of cryptid. Oh, that's turned over. Okay. So a snake or some kind of reptile or Naga. What else are we getting here? For some of you, it's some kind of like, oh, I just heard reptilians. What the fuck? Something to do with a reptilian race, because this says the lizard man, and I was just talking about Naga. Even though this card has nothing to do with Naga, I intuitively picked up on Naga, which is like it's like a snake human race. And then over here talks about the lizard man. So there could be some kind of like reptilian like person, a half lizard or half snake, man or woman, in someone's energy over here. Creepy is making me think of like, what's his name? David Icke or David Icke. I forget his name. He's always talking about like lizard people and stuff. So I don't know if that could be a confirmation. Someone here, it's something in a swamp. For others of you, it's something to do with a swamp. I'm also picking up on South Carolina or some kind of swamp land somewhere. For some of you, this was something that was in your energy back in the 1980s. For someone very specific. Or there's something in your energy that has like green, scaly skin. Or something with like red eyes or orange eyes. And it's like half reptile or half lizard or half snake or something crazy like that. For some of you, it could be something that slithers around like a snake. For others of you, it like hops around. For others of you, it could be something that stands tall, like 7 feet tall. And it's like half snake, half lizard, or half reptile. And then the other half of them is like a man or a woman. That's interesting. I just noticed too, I was about to say September 10th, and it says 9/10. I was going to say someone could be born on September 10th, or September 10th could be significant or a confirmation for someone because it says 9/10. Or 910 could be a confirmation for someone here. That's weird too, because that thing, I'm not going to say, but that thing that was all over the news on September 10th recently, I don't know, that's weird. Could be a weird confirmation for someone, I don't know. September 10th is significant somehow, some way for someone specific though. Or the number 910, like a apartment number, a address number, something like that, 910. All right, what else do we got out here? Someone's name could be Betty. Someone could watch King of the Hill. Someone could like Betty Boop or Betty Page. Someone's name could be Barney, or maybe someone grew up watching Barney. For some of you, there could have, for someone very specific, you and your person, whether it was a person you were with in your past or a person that you're with currently, you guys could have been abducted, or something, or some sort of extraterrestrial wanted to abduct you and your person, or you and your ex, or they did, or they just wanted to, or they tried. Something where you and your person was affected or could have been affected. September is coming out again, all right? It literally says September. Something about September is very significant. Or October, or February, or maybe that's somebody's birth month, or maybe when something happened that you recall. New Hampshire could be a confirmation for someone. The 1960s could be a confirmation for someone. Something about on a hill. Maybe someone here lives on a hill or by a street named Hill something, or Hill Apartments, or someone lives on a hill or by a hill. Or something happened while someone was watching King of the Hill. I mean, I don't know. Sorry if I laugh, because I know some of this stuff's really random. For someone else, that had something to do when you were at college, like maybe you and your person or you and your ex were in like a sorority or something to do with college or college campus or something for someone else. But yeah, some sort of like extraterrestrial did or tried to abduct you and your person or you and your ex, and they're a part of some kind of star system. For some of you, there could have been an alien that came to you in the form of a child. Like some of you could have encountered a child or childlike person or figure or something, and it was an alien. Or maybe they were like really short or something. It's like this child or childlike figure had characteristics of both a human and an alien, or something seemed off about this child or this short childlike figure or something. It's like it was some kind of hybrid, or maybe they used that as like some kind of disguise. I'm also picking up a gray alien. Someone has a gray alien in their energy. And they may try to present themselves as like a child or childlike or something, or as like some kind of hybrid. Sorry, I was reading chat. We have the Hermit. Now, for some of you, you may have a ghost in your energy, some kind of ghost or spirit. It could be a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. I'm seeing the number 9 again. I don't know what's up with the number 9, but it says 9 there. It says 9 there. And then it says September there. So something about the number 9 or the month of September is very significant or a confirmation for someone. Or the 9th day. I'm also hearing the 9th gate with Johnny Depp. Something about the 9th gate with Johnny Depp could be a confirmation for someone. It's a movie. For some of you, there's like an old man in your energy. He's like a ghost. I feel like he's a ghost. For someone specific, he's a pirate, or maybe he roams the beach or some kind of coastline, or someone here could live near a beach or a coastline, or it could even be like a lake or something. But it's like an old man, and he's like lonely, alone, or it's just him and himself, something. I don't know. He could carry a cane or a stick. He could have a beard. He could have long hair or a long beard or something. It could be a ghost of a pirate. It could be a ghost of a man that died in the area. It could be the ghost of a homeless person. Some of you could have encountered this ghost at a beach, coastline, near a lake, something. For some of you, it's some kind of lake or river that's near like a country town. Maybe there's like little canoes or something out there. I just heard Hugh Hefner. Someone has the ghost of Hugh Hefner around them. Who the hell is watching me? That's so funny and random. Or for some of you, it could be the ghost of a woman who maybe she was a Playboy model. Maybe she was a pageant contestant or a pageant winner, a beauty queen. For some of you, it could have been a Playboy model that has passed away. For someone else, it's literally Hugh Hefner. Ugh. But that could resonate for somebody. Or maybe for some of you, this is like an old man that like sexualized woman or something. Or maybe he had a corn addiction. I don't know. For some of you, Heath Ledger. I don't know if someone else has the ghost of Heath Ledger around them. I don't know who all watches me, but but I know sometimes I have had people in the entertainment industry that have come forward to tell me that they watch me as well as work with me as well. But also I think sometimes the reason why like ghosts that were like well known or celebrities, I think sometimes they come through for like normal people like that aren't in the industry, because sometimes we carry certain things that they have. Like maybe you have a magazine that they're in, or a piece of artwork of them or something, or like a poster or a DVD or a CD, a vinyl, something. I don't know. Sometimes I think the things that we keep or the things that we own can sometimes attract the ghost or the spirit of whoever's like, you know, attached to that. But on the flip side, I do have sometimes people that are in the industry that watch me. So that's why sometimes funny things like that come up. So I just wanted to specify. For some of you, there's a ghost or a spirit in your energy, and they could have drove a red car or a green car, or maybe this is someone that would drive fast. Just heard Fast and the Furious. They could either have drove fast, or they could have just had a red or green car. For someone else, there's like a ghost or a spirit around you, and they could have been involved in some sort of cult or occult like setting. They could have worn some kind of like red costume, outfit, cloak, robe, or something like that. For some of you, there could be an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, masculine ghost that is in your energy. Or if they're not an earth sign, maybe they financially supported you or helped you when they were alive. Or maybe it's a passed over boss or something. Or maybe for some of you, this is someone that was a business owner. Maybe they were a business owner when they were alive. They could be an earth sign masculine. For some of you, this masculine spirit that I'm picking up on, he wants justice. Okay, he could have been unalived. He could have been a business owner in your city, in your town. He could have been a business owner and someone like unalived him unfairly, unjustly, or there was no justice, or maybe he's just not able to move on from this, but he's in your energy. He could be an earth sign or a Libra. Or maybe he was a business owner, or maybe he worked in the justice system. Maybe he worked at a bank, or he was some kind of business owner. But like a person or two people came for him. They could have even had robbed him. They could have unalived him and robbed him. For someone else, I heard grave robber, and then when I heard grave robber, I heard Beetlejuice. Because I think in the second Beetlejuice, he talks about how when he was alive, he used to rob graves. For some of you, there's like a ghost or a spirit around you, and they could have robbed graves when they were alive. They're giving like Beetlejuice energy. It's weird. Yeah, for some of you, there is a spirit or a couple of spirits that was in some sort of dark organization or some kind of cult or something, a cave or a hole somewhere could be a confirmation as well. They used to go into some kind of cave or some kind of hole or tunnel or opening, and they would do like weird, like cultish, occultish like things. They may have even have harmed people in this area or at this location, and it's like a couple of people or multiple people were involved, and they harmed a lot of people here. They've harmed a lot of people here, or they tortured a lot of people here or something, okay? And their energies around you, maybe not directly around you as in like, not as if like they're targeting you or anything, but maybe this location is close to like where you live or where you work or where you travel to a lot or something, and you're near this location, and that's why it's in your energy. There was a lot of servants, okay? This cult had a lot of servants, a lot of followers. I'm also picking up on New York and Chicago, as well as the other locations I was picking up on, as well as like a swampland or a swamp, South Carolina, Japan. New Hampshire, or some kind of like college or sorority house for someone else. For someone else, it's their grandma's house. And for someone else, there's something to do with a cave or a hole or a tunnel or some kind of like swamp, river, lake, coastline, ocean. I'm seeing different things for different people. All right, that's everything for pile number 1. I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was entertaining. Hope it gave some of you some confirmations as well. And we're about to move on to pile number 2. Here we go. So welcome pile number 2. If you guys chose the gator head, welcome. This is going to be your timeless reading on what cryptids or aliens or ghosts is in your energy. It could be one of these things or all of these things. Some of these things. All right, not every message is going to be for everybody. So just take what intuitively feels like is meant for you, okay? So let's see what comes out. Pile number 2's energy, please, Spirit. Pile number 2's energy. Picking up on Atlanta, Alabama, Georgia, Central America, Canada, Alaska. Some of you may live near some kind of Native American Indian mounds or land or something, or reservation for others of you. Some of you could live near a shooting range or some kind of bombing range or something. Some of you could live near an army base. New Mexico. Some of you could live near a college or a sorority house. New Hampshire again. Some of you are from pile number 1. Pile number 1 and pile number 2, there's going to be messages in both piles for you guys, pile 1 and pile 2. Because I'm picking up on the sorority colleging again, and I'm picking up on New Hampshire again. The 1960s could be a confirmation for someone. The 1940s could be a confirmation for someone else. All right, so for some of you, it's some kind of river cryptid. Okay, some of you could live near a river. And it's like a cryptid in your river, especially if you live in the southern section of your state, or someone here could be in southern Georgia. Or some of you have some kind of Native American cryptid around you, and it could have something to do with a river. I'm also picking up on the Flint River. Some of you, there's something around you, and it could resemble kind of like a dolphin or a little whale or something, or a little dolphin, or it may even look almost dinosaur-like. It could have flippers on it. Or a snout. I don't know. Something looks like a mixture of like multiple animals here. Someone here could drive a Thunderbird, or they could have used to have drove a Thunderbird. Someone here could fly planes or have a plane. Or maybe for some of you, you experienced a cryptid while you were in a plane, by or in a river, or by or in a plane or airport. Or maybe even near an Air Force base. For some of you, there's some kind of like cryptid in the sky. It could be like a bird, kind of like of a bird-looking cryptid. It could surround itself by planes or airports or something like that. For some of you, this thing could have messed with electricity or lightning. Or it could have been lightning or maybe a power outage when you were near one. Some of you have gray aliens in your energy. Roswell grays or normal grays. I don't know if there's actually a difference, but yeah, you guys could have came really close to being a subject of a alien encounter with a gray alien. For sure. Some of you could live near a place that the US government or military has investigated for aliens, whether you know this or not. Or they were trying to cover something up regarding aliens near you, whether you know this or not. This could be in the recent past or the far out past, even if it was like decades ago. Some of you could live where a atomic bomb like landed at one point, or close to something like that. Or a meteor, maybe a meteor or a comet, something like that, hit somewhere where somebody's near at some point in the past. Some of you could have found some sort of like weird metal object. It could have been like a round or, you know, a circle type of object. It could have been silver or metal. You could have found this. For some of you, it could have been inside of you. Maybe some of you got something removed at the hospital. They could have found something weird that was like metallic, you know, or silver in your body. Or some of you could have found something like in the dirt, in the ground, that was like metallic or silver. Or it could have even been some kind of like silver liquid. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. That's a major confirmation for somebody here. Yeah, it has something to do, it's somehow connected to gray aliens, or you being abducted by a gray alien, or you were almost abducted by a gray alien, or some of you are living near a place where the U.S. government or military has investigated or covered something up regarding gray aliens. Oh. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. Some of you, keep seeing the word atomic. Seriously, there's somebody that ends up watching this that seriously lives near somewhere where a atomic bomb was dropped, even if it was like 100 miles away, whatever. I don't know who that's for, because I've seen that twice already. Someone's name could be Dawn. I'm hearing heckler, or somebody's a heckler. There's a ghost that heckles people in somebody's energy. There's a ghost that like quickly like devours people in your area. I don't know if this is like a desert or a piece of land or in a river or a lake or something. It's somewhere. I can't actually see the location. But this spirit, it's almost like an energy. It's like a giant energy or a giant spirit that's almost like a monster kind of ghost. I don't know. And it's like, it's almost like it's attacking people or devouring people at a very quick speed. This could be a location where a lot of people pass away or go missing like several times a year for some of you, okay? Because that's what I'm picking up on with this card. Oh my God, no, angel cake. We got to protect you at all costs. No. I hope you stay safe. And we have justice. Yes, some of you definitely, pile 1 and pile 2 is definitely connected. All right. There, you live in a location where a lot of people have been attacked, or it looks like devoured almost with this card. That's why I almost thought it was water, because I thought it was like coming up out of the water and getting someone, but it actually kind of looks like desert or maybe even a piece of land. I can't really tell. Or, but there's like a lot of ghosts that want justice. There's a lot of spirits. There's a lot of ghosts that want justice at this location. So there's like heavy spiritual activity around this location because of this. Because it's like the evil energy is there on top of all of the people that want justice. Their energy is there. And it's just very heavy. And then we have Page of Wands. Some of you, there is a ghost around you because somebody tried cursing you. Okay, so I'm picking up a different energy for someone else, or maybe just a separate energy. But there's definitely someone that has sent something your way, like some kind of spirit. So some of you may need to do some kind of like protection, uncrossing, unhexing, that type of work. Because someone has tried sending a spirit, or maybe they have tried sending a ghost or some kind of spirit or entity. I just heard incubus. Maybe they tried sending like some kind of vampiric energy or incubus your way. Something, okay? Or some kind of like, maybe they sent some kind of masculine entity or spirit your way. For some of you, this person could have tried sending you like a djinn, like a baneful djinn. Okay, these messages are not for everyone, okay? Only a couple of these messages are probably going to resonate. So if you don't feel like it's for you, don't take it. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. You could be hearing like clocks going off, like alarms could be going off here. Because this Wheel of Fortune is like a giant clock. So some of you could be hearing clocks or clock noises or sounds or alarms or something like that. Or clocks ticking, grandfather clock, something. You could be like hearing these things. For some of you, there's like a ghost or something paranormal that's like messing with you if you are hearing those things. Or if clocks or alarms keep going off, it's because a spirit is purposely messing with you. It's like they're trying to make you cry or drive you crazy or piss you off or something. It could have something to do with what this person sent your way. Or if you guys keep having like anxiety or insomnia or depression when it comes to time, when it comes to like time or finishing things or something to do with time or doing things on time, or maybe you're scared of running out of time or not being somewhere on time or something to do with clocks, alarms, or time. If you've been having issues with these things, again, it's coming from something that somebody sent you. He's even saying like the ticks of the clocks is driving him crazy. Yeah. Or maybe somebody's clock is wrong, or maybe it like something, the clock goes out and it starts like flashing those numbers because it's not set correctly or something. Or somebody's having anxiety about clocks or time or running out of time or not having enough time. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Some of you could have a ghost in your energy, and they could have been a hairstylist. For some of you, it could be your own mother or your own grandmother, or this woman could have been a hairstylist or a beautician, or this is someone that was always going to the hair salon to get under the, you know how like old ladies would always get under, I mean, I don't know, people probably still do this, my bad, I don't mean to sound like ageist or whatever by saying that, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like the elders back in the day, they'd always go in the salon and they would get under that giant circle like hair thing. I don't even know what it did, to be honest, because I never used one. And they may still even use those today. I don't know. I literally never go to hair salons, so please forgive me. But this could be like, you know, a mother or grandmother or somebody that was elderly that passed over, and they could have always had like curlers in their hair, or they were always going to the salon and like getting up under that big head thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a hair dryer. Oh, it dries your hair 360. Cool. Like, I had no idea. I'm like 36 and I never knew what that was. I feel really dumb, but whatever. I've like cut and dyed and bleached my own hair most of my life, so I don't know. But if you had a lady like that, whether that was her job or something that she was always doing, or maybe this was a woman that always had curlers in her hair, or maybe she had her own hair dryer at home. If she's passed over, she's in your energy as like a nurturing spirit. She could have been a water sign, but she doesn't have to be. She could have just been someone that was very supporting, very nurturing, okay? She could have had blonde hair, but that doesn't have to resonate for everyone. And then we have the Emperor, okay? Someone's father is around them, protecting them. You could have a father or a grandfather that is in spirit with you, protecting you. Not just protecting you on the physical, but also protecting you from spiritual warfare as well. Again, this is a father or a grandfather, or this could have been someone you had a child with, and this is your child's father. Or this man could have just been someone that was an Aries or something. I don't know. Or a man that was born in April, maybe. Or a man that was like a life path 4. I don't know. But it's definitely someone's father, grandfather, or someone that you had a child with that's in your energy, highly protecting you. And I feel like he's trying to battle off, like whoever sent you some kind of spiritual warfare your way, he's definitely trying to battle that off for you and keep you protected and safe. Or for some of you, this could have been a lover. Like maybe some of you have, you know, an ex or a lover that passed over. And he was like your emperor. He was your emperor energy. And he's, you know, he's definitely by your side protecting you. All right, so that's everything I'm seeing for pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was entertaining for you, and hopefully it gave some of you some confirmations or, you know, some kind of help. But we're about to move on to pile number 3. Just give me one moment, and we will get to pile number 3. Pile number 2, you know what I just saw? I'm sorry, I hate when I do this because I feel like I'm going to screw up the timestamps. But really quick, with the grandfather clock, the message I was getting about time and the grandfather clock, I just saw the thing from Stranger Things. I think it was season 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was season 4 of Stranger Things. And they kept showing that clock, that grandfather clock with the red lighting. I don't know why that's going to be significant for someone. The Creel house, okay? The Creel house, they actually filmed most of Stranger Things where I live. And the Creel house is a real house up near kind of Atlanta area. So maybe pile number 2, Atlanta or Georgia could be a confirmation. They filmed stuff up in Atlanta, and they filmed stuff up in Jackson. But I'm seeing the Creel house with the grandfather clock, with the demon Vecna. I think his name was Vecna, where Vecna, the demon, kept showing the grandfather clock to its victims. And it would always make them feel like they were like running out of time. I don't know, like for some of you, someone could have sent something to you, and maybe whatever they sent to you was something kind of like Vecna, even though Vecna is just like, it's just made up for Stranger Things, but something about the energy could be similar somehow, or maybe just the locations of the film or the filming locations could be significant for someone. Because Vecna was like obsessed with clocks. Oh, okay. Someone was saying on Reddit, it's basically Vecna saying your time is up to people he has marked. So someone could have marked you. That's really weird too, because I was watching Ghost Adventures the other day, which I never ever watch because I don't really like Ghost Adventures. But it was so like, I don't know. It became entertaining and humorous to me, like their reactions to stuff, even if I don't agree with how they do things sometimes, and even though I think some of it's over exaggerated and, you know, for the show, I don't, there's a lot of things I don't necessarily like about the show. But anyways, I just started watching it recently just for shits and giggles, right? And they were talking about a skinwalker marking them. They found like a ritual in a cave where skinwalkers go, and somebody was trying to mark somebody in the town by sending a skinwalker their way. And I just watched that. And then last night I watched Weapons, that new movie called Weapons. If you don't want any spoilers, please turn down the volume or mute me now. If you don't want spoilers to the movie's Weapons, all right, this is your warning. In that movie, it ended up being about an evil witch, and she would mark people in that movie to send, she would like cast people under her spell, almost like a zombie or something, and then they would obey who she would mark. She would mark somebody and like snap her twig, and they would go running after them. So I just seen that, and then the day before I saw Ghost Adventures where they were talking about marking, and now I'm seeing Vecna from Stranger Things with the grandfather clock, and they're even saying on Reddit, they're talking about marking in this. So someone could have tried marking you, pile number 2, marking you by sending something very specific your way. And I don't think that's going to resonate for every single person that chose pile number 2. But if you do feel like somebody's been fucking with you spiritually, or if you feel like you've been under some kind of spiritual attack, spiritual warfare, like this is what I'm picking up on. Because especially if you're something to do with clocks, if you're seeing clocks a lot, hearing them a lot, or something to do with alarms or security alarms, or clocks being wrong or flashing, or you're just seeing them a lot symbolically, I don't know, that could be a sign that somebody has tried marking you to take you out spiritually, or at least to give you a hard time. All right, so that's a little side message for someone in pile number 2. We're going to move on to pile number 3 here in just a moment. Someone said give a thumbs up if you're done with spoilers, so I'm done with spoilers. I guess I should have thought of that before I told people to mute. Hang on one second. Sorry guys, I haven't ate at all today. I'm bad about that sometimes. It's like almost 4:30. I haven't ate anything today. I did just get these though. I was like pistachios with sea salt and chocolate. Alright, give me just 1 minute. Bye, Alchemy. Someone said, I'm here to confirm your autumn prediction reading pile 2 came true for me today. Oh, wow. I have a lot of people that come back to tell me my predictions came true. That's why I keep doing them. Because I get a lot of good feedback about stuff. All right, welcome pile 3s. If you guys chose the keychain, I've had this for a really long time. Like 6 years or something. All right, pile 3. Show me pile 3's energy. What is in pile 3's energy? Please, Spirit. Whoa, that flew out. I don't know if you guys saw that. New York, Vermont. Okay, someone could be in New York or Vermont, or maybe you guys traveled through there at some point. For some of you, there's some kind of cryptid in some kind of like freshwater lake. It could kind of look like a snake or a dinosaur or something. It could be really long, like 25 to 30 feet. Or some of you, if that's, I mean, not all of that's going to resonate. Some of you, it's some kind of like lake monster. A lake monster in some kind of freshwater lake. It's given Loch Ness vibes. I don't think it is obviously Loch Ness monster unless someone here lives in Scotland, but this could be something that kind of resembles it in a way. Or it could be something that like pokes its head out of the water. Like maybe people have seen it poke its head out, or you have. I don't know, some kind of lake monster in a freshwater lake. It would be considered a cryptid. Some of you, there's a fucking werewolf in your energy. That's wild. It's making me think of London and Paris. That could be a confirmation for someone here, but some of you, there's a werewolf in your energy. Others of you, it's the dog man. Someone could live in Michigan. Could be a half dog, half man, half wolf, half man. Could be a werewolf. Could be some kind of dog man. For some of you, this is something that has been in your location since the 1800s. Someone here could be some kind of like lumberjack, or some of you could live near like a forest or an area where they do lumberjack stuff. Or maybe some of you, for some of you, maybe you were outside cutting wood. Maybe you're at a bonfire. Maybe you were camping. Or others of you live near that kind of area. Something about the 1950s or 1960s could be a heavy confirmation for someone. But this werewolf or dogman energy has been around since the 1800s. And it could have a dog head or a wolf head, but a man's body. It could be a very hairy body. Someone could live somewhere that begins with an A. It could be your country, state, city. Something begins with an A. Or something about the month of May could be a significant confirmation. Or the number 5. Some of you have encountered a USO. So instead of a UFO, a USO is like a unidentified submerged object. So it's like a UFO that like comes out from the water. For some of you, it could have something to do with this freshwater lake that I was picking up on earlier. For others of you, it could have something to do with like the ocean or something. But there's definitely been some kind of UFO that has submerged and came out of the water near somebody, or the ocean. Or maybe someone here lives near like a Navy ship, a Navy base. Someone's location or name could begin with a Q or an A. Or I'm hearing there's a lot of questions. Some of you could live near a location where a lot of people has a lot of questions. Or there's been like interviews or something. Here we go with the child thing again, where these gray aliens, some of these gray aliens will disguise themselves or, you know, present themselves as like a childlike figure. And they end up having like these mixed features of an alien and a child. They could be hybrids, or they're just using this as like a kind of like a disguise, or just how they try to present themselves. so gray aliens are coming out again. I think that came out in all of the piles at some point. God damn, and then this card again. I'm shuffling these cards so well. This is crazy. Gray aliens. And look how, like, there's a lot of cards in this deck, and only the ones about gray aliens keep coming out. I mean, this USO could be about any of them. The UFOs that come out of the ocean or the water, they may not be a gray. They may be something different. But every other card I've gotten, when it came to aliens and all the piles, I've gotten that card before, and I got this card before. So some of you may need to listen to all the piles. I don't know. The number 7 or 2 could be a significant or a confirmation. Some of you have encountered, or there's something in your energy that either has blue feathers all over it or blue skin. Something about blue. This is also making me think of that movie called Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I think it came out this year or last year. Merlin, you took my seat, baby. How am I going to sit back down? Hang on. Yeah, it came out in 2024. The movie's called Cuckoo. It's got the girl from Euphoria in it. She ends up at a resort in the German Alps. So Germany could be a confirmation for someone. She ends up hearing like strange noises, and she ends up having crazy visions, and she ends up finding out like the resort is like this weird experimental shit going on. So some of you could live near some place where they're doing some weird experiments on people or birds or both. The cuckoo is a parasitic bird that lays its eggs in the nest of other species. So there could be something in your energy, in your location, in your area, maybe even in your past, and there could have been a species that would leave its eggs. Okay, this could be, it's like an alien species that is leaving. I'm not saying that's what this movie's about, but I'm kind of seeing some similarities here with this card. So for some of you, there's like some kind of alien species that has blue skin or blue feathers, and it's been leaving its eggs around for either other species or other aliens or maybe even humans to raise. Or this is some kind of alien species that could be even knocking humans up. So people are coming out as like freaking hybrids. That could be why this hybrid card's also coming out too. I mean, this card means 2 different things, but one of the options is a hybrid. So for some of you, there's some kind of alien species that is creating hybrids by leaving their eggs up to certain species or up to humans, or they're quite literally impregnating or putting its eggs into people to create hybrid types of people. This is pretty crazy and wild what I'm picking up on. Or for others of you, there's some kind of like alien species or alien creatures that are around you guys, and maybe they have characteristics of birds. They could be like very tall, like 7 to 8 foot tall bird-like human beings, but they're actually aliens. They're benevolent, so it's nothing to like be afraid of. This is coming off as like a good thing. Like they don't mean any type of harm. Wow, that's interesting. It says that they reportedly travel and live with other alien races in a gigantic planet-sized sphere. So they live amongst other alien races, and I even said that some of these creatures, they give up their eggs. They could be giving up their, I'm not saying this particular about this creature, but whatever I'm picking up on, it gives its eggs or its babies to other alien species or humans itself, or either they're putting their eggs in humans or something is what I'm picking up on. But if they are doing that, it's because they're trying to improve our species, or they're trying to give us like gifts or abilities, or they're trying to improve our DNA or something. Like they're not doing it for like bad reasons or anything. Yeah, this alien energy I'm picking up on, they're trying to help humankind. They're trying to help humankind fight against a elite group of humans who control the planet. It literally says that they help humankind to fight against the elite rulers that control this planet. That's crazy. Cool. All right, let's see what else comes out. I'm gonna see what I can pick up on when it comes to like ghosts and stuff next. Someone here could live near a haunted well, like a well, water well, some kind of old well. I don't know. Somebody's well is haunted. Like if it's really, really old, from like the 1800s or 1700s or something crazy, or maybe the early 1900s. Let's see what else we got here. Man, why does this make me think of the Trick or Treat movie? Is anyone familiar with the movie Trick or Treat? With the little Sam? That's literally what this looks like. There could be a ghost or spirit in your energy that died on Halloween. It could have been someone, it could have been a younger person that passed over on Halloween that's in your energy. My condolences if that does resonate. If you actually like knew who they were. Some of you may not know who they are. This could have been a younger energy, or this could have been a family, or maybe they were a family man or family woman or something, and they could have passed over on Halloween. I just heard someone yelling down the street. Like a weird yell too. Like they're like, ah. For some of you, there could be a ghost or spirit in your energy, and it could have been the whole family. If like a whole family passed away at the same time on the same day or something like that, they could be in your energy. You don't even have to actually know these spirits I'm picking up on, and God forbid, my condolences if you do know who they are. But for a lot of you, this could have been someone in your location or your home or your workplace or your city, you know, and this could have been something I'm picking up on that happened, you know, like decades ago, hundreds of years ago, something. Or maybe this is someone's ancestor I'm picking up on. If you have Halloween decor out, now this is a timeless reading, but if you guys do have some kind of Halloween decor out, or if, you know, you're watching this in the future and you're just somebody who uses Halloween decor as everyday decor, something, your Halloween decor is actually scaring ghosts and spirits, which is interesting because if I'm not mistaken, like pumpkins were used to, even for some people, pumpkins were used to like scare off like, you know, evil spirits and stuff like that. So if you guys have like pumpkins out or like little skeletons out or some kind of like Halloween decor, maybe it's an animatronic or something, it's actually scaring off like maybe evil spirits, ghosts with bad intentions or something like that. Like your literal Halloween decor, or if you're watching this in the future, it could be your actual decor or something that you have out in your house or out in your yard. Maybe someone here has a scarecrow, I don't know, but it's actually scaring away. And it was funny because I actually heard someone yelling down the street. And like I feel like whatever you have around your house as like decor or for holidays, or it maybe some of you have some kind of like taxidermy pieces or protection pieces around your house. Maybe some of you guys have like a pentagram, you know, or something on your front porch, something, evil eye pendant, decor or something. Like something is quite literally scaring off these spirits that, you know, are not good here. So that's a plus. And then going back to these, the Eight of Cups. For someone very specific, there could be someone that's passed over that doesn't want you to move on. I don't know if this is a love situation, or it could even be a friend or a family member that passed over, but someone's like not wanting you to move forward or to move on. Or maybe some of you are in your head about that, okay? And maybe I'm just picking up on your mentality and not actual reality, but for others of you, it could be reality. For most of you, I feel like if this is someone that you knew that did pass over, I feel like this isn't a good person. So if you know for a fact they were a good person, that's not who I'm talking about. I'm picking up somebody that wasn't a good person, and they could have passed over. They don't want you to move on. Whether it's just moving on with your life, or moving on with an opportunity or a career, whether it's moving on in a relationship. But this person was not a good person when they were alive. Now, if you've known somebody that has passed over, they were a good person, that's not who I'm picking up on at all. Like, whoever I'm picking up on, they have a bad energy to them, and they feel like you're abandoning them. Now, for others of you, maybe this is a spirit that you were working with. Maybe you guys were working with a spirit, a infernal, a certain ghost, you know, a deity, something. Some of you could have been working with something and you've closed something out, like you decided not to work with it anymore or communicate with it anymore, or you decided like it's not like a beneficial thing anymore, or maybe some of you have took a break from whatever this is, this energy I'm picking up on. Maybe some of you closed out a circle and you know, tried to move on that way. I don't know. Some of you have moved on from like an energy that you were spiritually working with. So if this isn't someone you knew, this definitely could again be like a infernal or a deity, some kind of ghost that you were communicating with or working with, something. So different things for different people, but they're having a hard time. Like they don't want you to move on without them. Like they want you to always be in their energy, or them be in your energy. And then we have the High Priestess. There's a lot of things that get attracted to you in the spiritual realm because you are the High Priestess. You're very intuitive. You're very gifted. You're very spiritual. You definitely have abilities. Some of you can quite literally see spirits or ghosts or dead people or something, or you can communicate with them. And because of this, you do attract a lot of like spirits or ghosts your way, or even people that maybe you have even known that have passed away. You even attract infernals or deities, spirits, ghosts, even ghosts you don't know. Like, you guys definitely attract a lot because they know you have this ability to see them or communicate with them, so they want to engage with you, okay? So if this becomes like an issue or a problem, make sure you're doing some kind of like ghost chaser spell or smudging or using salt, maybe a salt water bath or something. Make sure you're cleansing and protecting, because you guys are like a moth to a flame when it comes to other realms. It's like you can see things on other realms, and those things can see you back. They're looking at you straight back. So some of you kind of attract a lot here, because I'm hearing crystal clear. You can see or hear them crystal clear, and they know it. So they try to engage with you, or they're drawn to you. So some of you, like, maybe, again, you have like an evil eye thing. Maybe it's a gargle. Maybe it's like a lion statue. Maybe it's your Halloween decor. Maybe it's a taxidermy piece or a pentagram or something. There's something in your house or on your porch or on your property. Could be a fucking scarecrow. I don't know. But something is definitely scaring some things off that don't have your highest good as their intentions to engage with you. So whatever, there's something around you that's working because it's scaring off certain energies or certain spirits or ghosts or infernals or something. It's scaring them off. Now, some of you, maybe that's advice that you need. Maybe you need something that's going to guard and protect you spiritually when it comes to paranormal things. Okay, maybe some of you need something like that. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of times people in spirituality, they'll use things that look threatening in their spirituality practice as a way to protect themselves from spirits, okay? Sometimes people will use like scary mask to scare away spirits. Some people will, you know, make a jar spell and put like sharp objects or nails in the jar. And it may look like a hex to some people, but it's actually a protective jar to keep away evil spirits. So yeah, people could use certain jars, people could use certain masks, certain talismans, pendants, decor pieces to, you know, ward off and scare off certain like evil spirits. Okay. There's some people that have even used things that aren't so scary, like those bottle trees with the blue glass bottles where they make the bottle trees. A lot of people use that for protection. Some people paint their front porch like that light sky blue color. They'll use certain paint colors. There's all things you can do, which is interesting because there is kind of like a light sky blue painted door or wall behind there as well. So some of you need to like incorporate things like that. Others of you are already doing things like that and it's working. So yeah. So that was interesting, Pod 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining. If it did resonate, hopefully it was beneficial and helpful, as well as some confirmations. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel and helps push the messages out into the algorithm. But I'm going to go ahead and call it and get off of here because my phone's actually about to die. I can see it now. It's on the red. It's about to die any moment now. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. But I will see you guys soon, or see you guys tomorrow or something with another one, or I'll see you guys on my second channel where I do collective readings. I'm going to see you guys somewhere, either here or the other channel, hopefully tomorrow or Sunday. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.